Good morning. Hey, it's Monday. Here I am. Got my phone in my hand because the first thing I like to do, and I don't like to forget to do it, is to repost this onto my page because it means more people see it. So if you can, repost it. Perhaps the person that sees it may be somebody that really needs to see it. Because sometimes we don't know when we're being an angel in somebody else's life. And it can be something as simple as pushing a button on your phone so they see and hear something that wakes something up in them. Right? So, let's see if that worked all right. Make sure it shared it to my page, and it did. Turning hurt into wisdom. Good morning. Hello, Mary. Good morning to you. Okay, here I'm sitting a little bit further away from my tree because I'm trying to be a little bit closer to my modem. Hopefully I get less interference when I do that. You can see in the background, I got that bin. It's filled to the brim with kindling. I'm taking up to the cabin this week so that people have little kindling to get the fire in the wood-burning stove going. And I do most of the splitting here. Take it up whenever I go up. Good morning, Portia, tuning in from Oregon. All right, everybody, remember, you can put your prayers in over here. Hello, Susan. Good morning. How you doing from Wisconsin? Yes. Scott, good morning. Zine, good morning. Yes, it is a great day, and I'm happy to be here and happy to see you. Curtis, good morning. Okay. It's crisp out here this morning, I gotta say. I almost put a jacket on, but long sleeve t-shirt did it for me. I know a lot of y'all at places in the country where you'd be running around in shorts in how warm it is here. And yet, to somebody acclimated to LA, it's chilly. Hello, Janet. Dorothy. Good morning. Curtis, Alberta, Canada. Portland, Oregon. Dorothy from Michigan. Barbara, I lost you. Barbara from Monroe, North Carolina. Sally, good morning. Michigan again. Tahita. Good morning from Florida. Prayers for a smooth move back to LA. Yes, Mary, moving back to paradise. But here's the trick. Everywhere is paradise, because paradise is in here. And it's just the choices we make on how we perceive the world. So it's kind of cool. But I do love LA. Good morning from Georgia. Hi, boy, this thing just jumps sometimes. Teresa, Reyna, Carson City, Nevada. Agape Prayer Circle. Hello, Valerie. Aquila, North Hollywood. Aquila, yes. Celeste. There it goes. Did one of them jumps again. Love from New York City, Jennifer. Crystal, good morning. Valerie from South Africa. Yeah, a couple of miles away. Okay. Well, you can put your prayer request in over there in the comments, and that's nice to do, but you know what? Your prayer requests are already out there as soon as you think it. A thought is as powerful as a word. It's just because all we ever work on is ourself. So a thought actually is speaking. It's just speaking within. Teresa, good morning. Catherine, good morning. Yes, peace. All places where violence is, there is love and there is purpose. Good God morning, Kelly Street in Las Vegas this morning. Nice. Cynthia Chambers, God morning. And I remind everybody, too, the first thing I did, and a lot of you folks weren't on yet, is I posted this to my wall. And I invite you again to do the same. Take a minute. Post this to your wall. And who knows, the person that sees it, it could change their life. And if you're seeing this later on from here or from my YouTube channel, repost it. If it touches you, it's likely to touch somebody else as well. Okay. All right. Lynn, good morning. Love the coffee. Good morning. And it's not just coffee. I did switch to, a mushroom coffee. And my digestion feels better. I'm sleeping better at night. I love my coffee, but I've been loving my mushroom coffee and how it loves me back, which is really nice. Tina, prayers for physical health and financial freedom. Yes, financial freedom and physical health. The perfection of God as you, as we. Susan, I'm grateful for divine guidance, for ease and surrender with faith of all needs met on the emerging path before me. Yes, Susan, all needs met, always, in all ways. Oh, life, and going ahead of you, bringing you all you need before you even know you need it. I love life. God's good morning, Pia. Prayers for continued good health, safely traveling, healthy, and peace, healing and peace on earth. Yes. There it's bouncing again. Peace, abundance, health, discipline, prosperity, and divine right action and a bunch of initials, yes, for everybody. Praying for health and wholeness for your family, friends, acquaintances, prayers, my relationships. Let me be a blessing in the lives of everyone I encounter, and you are, Della. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Prayers for my friend Mayan. Yes. Okay, so folks are coming in. I'm going to prepare my reading now, and I'm reading. Today I just grabbed a book on my way through, believe it or not, my dining room. This was sitting on the table, because there are books like this that sort of lie around my house that I can pick up at different times. And this is Greg Braden, who wrote The Divine Matrix, which is an all-time great book, fantastic. And this is The Secrets of the Lost Mode of Prayer, Hidden Power of Beauty, Blessing, Wisdom, and Hurt. Ooh, the hidden power of hurt. So, Catherine, I surrender to the wholeness and release all ego-based smallness. I'm grateful for my awareness of spirit guiding my life. Yes. And up here, what do we have here? Morning, Culver City from Melanie. Grateful for a loving trip last weekend and upcoming holiday plans. Prayers for the friends struggling with intense grief. Yes, grief is actually really, truly a gift as we learn to move through it and allow it. Allow it. Grief does suck in some ways. However, it's inevitable. In order for us to love, we are going to feel grief, period. Thanks, Melinda. I love it out here. It's just all concrete. It's not really very exciting, but got a basketball court over there, a ping pong table over here. Over here, I got my area for splitting my wood, doing with that stuff. It's like it's a used one. We got a Myers lemon tree over there, the sweetest lemons on the planet. And then right here, I'm sitting sort of underneath a key lime tree that is just prolific. It dumps hundreds of key limes every few days this time of year on the ground, which I just put in boxes and set them outside the gate for people that walk by. Prayers for the planet, yes. Okay, so I'm reading this part called Turning Hurt into Wisdom. Turning hurt into wisdom. Sometimes I just wish I wish this was on a Zoom and we could see each other while I'm doing this, but you know what? I feel each one of you and I love you all. Thank you. Turning hurt into wisdom. As part of a natural cycle, the experience of hurt and wisdom appear to be closely related. While hurt comes from the way we interpret an experience, changing the way we feel about what has happened shifts our focus in the cycle. When an experience hurts, so much that it's easier to deny it, distract ourselves from it, or in some way avoid dealing with it than it is to address it head on. We may easily find ourselves stuck in our feelings. Within each of us is the power to transmute our hurt, however, into its healed form of wisdom, regardless of where it comes from. While the experience that originally caused the hurt remains unchanged, the way we feel about our suffering is where we find our power. At first glance, this understanding appears to be asking us to simply go through the motions, faking a new feeling about the events of our lives. A closer investigation, however, reveals that the ancients understood and applied an age-old subtle principle that has been recognized only recently by Western science. That principle suggests that the world around us is a living mirror, the quantum fabric that reflects the emotions that live within us. More specifically, the patterns of health in our body, the support of our families, communities, and the peace of the world tend to mirror our deepest beliefs. This relationship between belief and experience, now firmly supported in the newest theories of 21st century physics. It appears that this principle holds true for both the beliefs that we consider negative as well as positive. Life-affirming emotions such as gratitude, compassion, and love are now documented as being triggers for life-promoting conditions such as lower blood pressure, release of good hormones, and enhanced immune responses. In a similar fashion, life-denying emotions such as anger, hate, jealousy, and rage are shown to promote life-threatening conditions such as irregular heart rhythms, impaired immune responses, and increased levels of stress hormones. Perhaps it isn't surprising then to discover that within the subtlety of this principle, we find the key to what many believe is the single most powerful force in creation. In the story of his search for truth in life, Gurdjieff found himself in a remote and hidden monastery. Woo! That felt good. Found himself in a remote and hidden monastery in an unnamed country, where he was invited to remain until he awakened a great power within himself. Stay here, his master said, until you acquire a force in you that nothing can destroy. I believe that this force was the love, wisdom, and compassion that comes from the healing of hurt. The key that gives new meaning to the things that hurt us is the same key that allows us to move beyond our judgments of life. It is the ancient power of blessing. Ha! Bless you, yes. The ancient power of blessing. That's funny. Wow. That's so powerful. Hurt. We convert. We turn our hurt into wisdom. Growth. That is powerful right there. Okay. Have another little sip out of my blessed cup. I know, I'm kind of funny that way. Okay, so now we're going to go into prayer. I love this. let's go into the prayer stuff. Feels good to pray. I am so grateful. I am grateful right now. Grateful for this moment. Grateful for this breath. And grateful for this breath. And I'm even more grateful for this breath. I am grateful for my life. I am grateful for my yard, my chair. I'm grateful for Agape, the wonderful messages that it brings forth, the teachings, the feelings. I am grateful for each and everything that takes place in my life that comes forward to me, for me, as you, as the people walking down the street. I am grateful for each and everything that takes place everywhere. I am grateful for that plane that is flying overhead right now, keeping me pinned right here in this moment. I am grateful. I'm grateful that the wings are holding that plane up. I am grateful for each and every being inside that plane and whatever adventure they're off on. I am grateful for my lifing. I am so grateful. I live in the gratitude of all things. I am grateful for each and everything that takes place in my life, that it brings out the joy from within me. And I am grateful for each and everything that takes place in my life that hurts and is painful. I know that everything taking place is only the one thing that is lifing. I am grateful for this full abundance that is everything. Feel deep inside of every motion, every action, every solid object. These are all lifing. And as lifing is whatever you want to name it, these things are all tied together in the oneness that is the spiritual life of everything. Everything. I want you to take a moment and feel that everything is lifing, God, nature, any name you want to give it. Everything is it. It is the only thing. Breathe into that. Breathe into that knowing each and everything is the living life that is all things. From the smallest molecule here on Earth to the furthest galaxy from us, wherever. It is all one lifing. I know that everything being one, I know that I am this lifing that is all things. Right here. I am the everything that is everything. And the everything that is everything is me. This is whose and what I am. Lifing right here, right now, in all its beautifully perfect imperfection. This is who and what I am. And this extends into everyone. Each of us here on this prayer are this lifing, this force This force that moves the galaxies is the same force that moves you, us, the we that is everything. Right here, right now, know this. Feel this. I am, we are. Every single being on this prayer moment right here, right now, anyone that tunes into it later on, and every single being that never knows on a conscious level that any of us exist, are all part of this one lifing. Oh, it feels good to belong. I'm going to take a moment. I just want to feel this energy that is the we of all of us inside this beautiful being that is everything. And as I move forward, as this wonderful lifing that is everything, as we move forward through this, knowing that right now as lifing is moving through our life as our life, that the perfect healing is taking place inside of our being, inside of our bodies, right here, right now. Oh. As God is everything, and God is love, and we are love, and we are this beautiful, dynamic love on this planet. I know that where we are right now, the perfect dynamic healing of love is taking place in our bodies. In our bodies. As we right now move through this life, we are spiritual beings having a spiritual experience as humans. And this perfect example of lifing in and as us is here in order for us to expand the oneness that is all things. We expand that by being aware, by paying attention, by looking at and experiencing the things that bring us pain and the things that bring us pleasure. We look at these and we allow them to transmute into wisdom, joy, abundance. So right now, as we hold the entire world in this prayer, each and every place where there is a natural disaster taking place, this is taking place right there, right now, and where it is taking place, God is in and as each and everything taking place there, each and every being, each and every motion, each and every breeze, each and every drop of water. Everything is God. God is, or God isn't. I don't get to choose. We don't get to choose. We get to be in this life. So as I do not deny that there is many things going on in this world right now that are not on the surface pleasurable, calm, joyful things, I acknowledge and know that each and every place where these things are taking place, God is lifing, and the love that is God is as well. Where each and everything is taking place on this planet, the healing touch of God is there right now. Right down to the closest things to us, to our very cells in our very body. Right here, right now, God is here as us, as me, as we. I get to be me. We get to be we. You get to be you. So as I look forward and I recognize each and every person. I recognize each and everything taking place on this planet. I recognize and see that where there is violence, there is love. I see that where there is fear, there is love. I see that where there is disease, there is love. I see that where there is pain, there is love. There is wisdom. As we move forward through this day, take the time with me. Join us here in looking and recognizing that each and every person walking towards us, look in their eyes and know that the eyes of God are looking back at you. And you are the eyes of God looking at them. Right here, right now, turn any hurt that you might have into wisdom. Look at it, recognize it, find the gift. Find the gift in the pain. I know that right here, right now, that we are the grace, the love, the courage, the transmuting power of God right here on this planet. And we get to transmute everything taking place in and around our life. So let's move forward and allow our mirrors to expand the love, compassion, and joy and abundance that is the truth of whose and what we are. I give thanks for this as I extend this out. I give thanks for the healing taking place all over this planet. I give thanks for the healing taking place in each and every body right here, right now, that is on this prayer or not. I give thanks for the love that is extending into everywhere in the world where people are harming other people. I give thanks for the compassion of this world that is expanding every single year, growing and becoming a more compassionate world. I give thanks for this compassionate, loving world that we get to live in. And I release and let go, knowing that as I move forward, the only real way that I expand my life is by letting go of all fears, letting go of all things, letting go of everything that serves me, and yes, letting go of everything that doesn't serve me. Letting go of everything. Just letting it go. And I say, and so it is. Amen. I know that love is. I know that each and every one of us on this plane called Earth have something different to experience. Some of us get to experience it for 100 years or more. Others experience it for a very short time. But each and every one of us here on this planet is here bringing something to the stew. The stew is full of lots of individual flavors and experiences. Feels good. Sally, you're welcome. Cynthia, thanks. Amen. It is done. It is done. It is done. Chris, good morning and grateful. Yes, Chris. Okay. Please, thank you. You're welcome. Everybody, you're welcome. And thank you. Yes, grateful for letting go. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you, Susan. Cheryl, prayers for your sister and your entire family. Your niece transitioned suddenly. Cheryl, holding your niece and your whole family in love, knowing that as your niece moves on, she's still with us. There is no beginning and no end. Love you. What the heck? Okay, I was at the top. All righty. I'm going to go over all these comments. I'm going to look at them. Know that they are already completely and wholly immersed in the loving compassion that is life in God. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys again soon. I'll be doing my book club on Thursday night from my cabin. I'm Kelwin Hagen, by the way, and you can find my book club link pinned on the post of my Facebook page for public consumption. Anybody can join in. We're reading Radical Forgiveness, and it's been an amazing journey. You can also go to agapelive.com, and you can read about the classes and the different things going on there. There's some wonderful things taking place on a regular basis. And join us Sunday if you're in the Los Angeles area in person. Would be great. And also, as a practitioner, I'm there for we. A lot of you all have experienced that if you message me on Facebook, you call me up, my phone is posted in my About on Facebook, my phone number. I return the calls or I answer the phone, and I'm here for us, for you. And there are a lot of practitioners that are. You can go to agapepractitioners.com, and you can read about you can read little bios on all the different practitioners. Pick the one you like, and I invite you to send them a message. Now, sometimes the electronics aren't perfect, messages don't go through, so if you don't hear back from somebody, message them again or message somebody else. Reach out. Everybody needs to have somebody to talk to, somebody to help guide them, somebody to bring them to who's and who they are. I love you all. All right, let me see here. Peace.